you're watching an English video right now and you understood every word that I just said, your listening is good, your reading is good, and you probably can think in English sometimes. But when someone asks you a question in English in an interview, or maybe during a presentation, or at a party, your brain just freezes. The words just disappear and your heart starts to race. You either speak in broken sentences, or maybe switch to Hindi, or simply you become very quiet. If that is you, let me tell you, this video is going to change something for you. Because the reason this happens has nothing to do with your English and everything to do how your brain was wired. Hi, my name is Sushmita. I'm an educator and I've sat across hundreds of students who were brilliant, truly brilliant, but could not get the words out when it mattered the most. So that's the reason I decided to make this video for you today. Today I want to explain why exactly this happens and what you can do about it right now. So here is what nobody told you. The problem is not with your English. It's not with your grammar. And let me tell you, it's not even with your confidence or your vocabulary. The problem is something called performance anxiety. And it is triggered by one specific thought that goes through your head the moment someone speaks to you in English. And what is that thought? The thought is, what if I make a mistake? The moment that thought appears in your brain does something very fascinating. It activates what scientists call the fight or the flight response. Your brain literally, let me tell you, literally treats the fear of making an English mistake exactly like a physical danger. So your thinking goes slow, your mouth gets dry, and your memory gets blocked. You're not stupid. You're not bad at English. Your brain is protecting you from embarrassment, from shame, or maybe from judgment. And here is the cruel part. The more educated you are, the worse this gets. They want to be perfect, and the fear of being imperfect just freezes them. Now the question is, from where does this fear comes from? Let's go back to our childhood days or any of those experiences that you have had in life. You made one mistake and your teacher or someone elder corrected you in front of everyone. Maybe harshly, or maybe with some specific comment, or maybe with just a red pen. But I would like to tell you, the idea of that teacher or that elder was not to embarrass you, but your brain took those signals as a danger. And your brain, which was very young and impressionable, learned one very important lesson, that making a mistake in English is dangerous, or simply let us put it like this, that making a mistake is dangerous. That lesson, or maybe that one particular experience, gets stored so deep in your heart and in your brain that you actually move around with your class 5 teacher's red pen with you wherever you go. From your job interviews to your presentation, or maybe simply a communication with a native speaker. Isn't that something that I'm talking about? Close your eyes and try to remember that one particular incident where you felt embarrassed or shamed just because of one simple mistake that you made. Or maybe someone else made it and you just heard it, or you saw the reaction of other people and you actually felt that, okay, it's not okay to make that mistake. See, the problem we know. But let's not talk about the problem. Let's talk about how to fix it, right? So I'll tell you 3 ways that you can overcome this fear, okay? The fix number 1, speak before you are ready. Most people wait to feel confident before they start speaking. But let me tell you, confidence doesn't come before speaking, it comes from speaking. So your rule from today, just speak in English. बात कीजिए, आराम से बात कीजिए. Even if it is imperfect, let the words come out of your mouth. Let your mouth get dry. Let your heart race. But speak. The more you speak, the more confident you will become. And let me tell you, this can only be done by your own self. No one else can speak for you, right? So, सबसे पहला रूल है बात कीजिए. Let's move on to fix number 2. Make mistakes, and sometimes make mistakes on purpose. I know that sounds strange. Why should I make mistakes on purpose? Let me tell you why. Suppose you're in the process of learning English, okay? And sometimes when you make mistakes, you will learn that when you made that one mistake, the world did not end, okay? Or you were not given a punishment for that. So your brain will learn that mistakes are safe. So this week, make that one simple mistake in a low stake situation. Of course, I'm not asking you to make a mistake during an interview or maybe during a presentation. In a low key or a low stake situation, make that mistake and notice that nothing terrible happens. And this is how you start to rewire the fear that you have in your brain. So डरने की क्या बात है? Speak your heart out. Speak, speak, speak. Make mistakes, make mistakes, make mistakes. The more you make mistakes, let me tell you, the fear of making mistakes will vanish from your brain, and slowly and steadily you'll reach there. Let's move on to fix number 3, which is stop translating. See, this is one advice which I give it to everybody, and even I learned English in the similar manner. Start thinking in English, don't translate it, because exact translations from Hindi, in some cases it's going to work, but exact translation will definitely put you in some awkward situations. So why to get into that? Train your brain to actually start thinking in English and not translating it. So how to start? First, if you cannot start with full sentences, start with words, okay? So don't look at a chair and think it's a kursi. No, think it's a chair. It's a glass of water. When you're hungry, don't think मुझे भूख लगी है. Think I'm hungry. Small moments, and let me tell you, your brain slowly starts to make English pathways. No translation needed. Along with these 3, I want to share one personal moment with you today. I'm an English teacher. I teach English. But I have also been into certain situations. I actually froze. When I first started speaking English publicly, at a parents teachers meeting or at events, there were moments where I just didn't know what to speak. My mouth went dry. I actually froze. I was at loss of words. Moments where I forgot what I wanted to say. And what I thought, what if they judge me? And what I learned from those moments is that people who speak the best of English are not the ones with the best of vocabulary. They are the ones who decided that their message is more important than their mistakes. When you believe what you're saying or what you're trying to convey is important, the fear shrinks. So ask yourself what you want to say to your teacher, to your interviewer, to your boss, or to the world. Just speak loud and clear without fear. Let it be imperfect. It actually doesn't matter. What you want to convey, that is more important. So speak from your heart without having the fear of judgment. Make sure that you're able to convey what you want to say. So to summarize, you freeze when speaking English, not because your English is bad or your grammar is bad, but because your brain learned a lesson long back that making mistakes is not acceptable or making mistakes is dangerous. So the fix is simple. Speak before you are ready. Don't be shy to make mistakes. And most importantly, stop translating. Do these three things for next 30 days. Let me tell you, next 30 days, consciously follow these three rules in your life and tell you, you will surely see a change. So this was all for today, and I'm sure this video is definitely going to help you. I will see you in the next video. Till then, keep smiling, keep learning, and keep thriving. Don't worry, mistakes happen, and all of us learn from those mistakes. See you. Thank you so much.